Well, fishers, we've got a pretty good report cruising around at the moment. There's a few spots that are fishing extremely well and some are mediocre. The mediocre ones are Dartmouth. It's fishing all right, but it's not going off its nut at the moment. They're getting a few trout out of there. Trolling with forward fenders, cowbells and worms seem to be the most consistent method, so there's a little bit of activity there. Hume Weir, that's the promising one down there. Quite a few yellowbelly getting caught there. You've got to work for them. You'll find patches of them. I'm going to suggest at the moment, use the Berkeley 3-inch grubs in either the black or the camo colour and just bob them around the timber, or if you can find patches of yellowbelly in the edge of the weeds or anything like that, you'll find them on your sounder. So use the sounder to its full benefit and I think you'll get some really good results. The trout seem to have quietened down a little bit there at the moment. Not a great deal of activity there, which is a little bit disappointing, but the yellows are coming on in big numbers, so we're pretty happy with that. All the Victorian streams, they're fishing quite well. We haven't had enough rain to dirty them up, so anybody into fly fishing, lure fishing, what have you, by all means get stuck into it. Don't forget it is open season in Victoria, but not yet in New South Wales. It won't be long before it opens in New South Wales. The long weekends when it all kicks into gear. The Murrumbidgee River around here, it's fishing okay. It's not clear, but it's clean. Bait fishermen are doing all right, getting a few yellowbelly, still a few cod, must release a cod. It's close season for cod, don't forget that. If you're out there fishing at the moment, just be careful of the lower water. There's a few bits of structure that have moved around during the winter months and you might not know where they all are and it could do a bit of damage to your boat. So just take it nice and slow and easy. Plenty of access to the river. The banks are drying out enough now to put your boats in and some of the boat ramps, so it looks real promising at the moment. Old Man Creek, walking the bank, there's a few fish coming out of it, certainly not going crazy by any means. Lake Albert's a real hot spot at the moment. We've mentioned that a few times over the last couple of weeks. Plenty of yellowbelly, a few cod, a few silvers, the odd redfin coming out of it. Haven't heard of a catfish so far this season, but as you can see, some really good activity. Fishing off the bank with worms seem to be the most consistent out of Lake Albert. Yabbies are starting to produce quite nicely and trolling is pretty good too. So it's looking real promising for this summer out of the lake. So get out there and get stuck into those fish and just do the right thing. Only keep the odd one. All the rest need to go back. Tumut River opens on the long weekend. Blowering off the bank with bait seems to be quite productive at the moment. Yabbies seem to be by far the best bait. Getting some nice yellowbelly up there, and you will get the occasional cod you must release straight away. But the yellows are really good quality, so it's definitely worth fishing there. Yucca Bean, Tantangra and Jindabyne, our three top dams, going crazy. Tons of trout, very big trout, and get this, same as the last couple of years. This time of year, Jackal Transams and Mars Vibes are the absolute ultimate lure up there at the moment. If you doubt it, try one and tell me. It is going crackers on those lures. They're catching plenty of fish on them, so it looks real promising, I can tell you now. Burrinjuck Dam, getting a few yellows out of there. It's not too bad. Certainly not firing by any means, but it's certainly good. Fishing around the snags seem to be okay, just bobbing small yabbies. You'll find that you'll get some really good activity right up from Wade Island to Carey's Reserve in that area. That seems to be the warm water up there, and they're getting some nice yellowbelly up there, so it looks pretty promising there. Haven't heard of too many reports from Wagga, but it should fire up very near future as well, so it looks real promising at the moment. This is the Compleat Anglers Fishing Report for this week. We'll catch you next week.